Okay, so in today's lesson, I want to talk about the break statement. All right, so a break statement is used to end a while loop prematurely. So let's say I have a while loop and I'm doing something with the while loop. And so I want it to stop prematurely. I have to use the break statement. Remember, the break statement can only be used inside a loop. Okay, so let's see this at work. So let's say I have a variable called x and I give it a value of 1 and I want to create a loop. So I want to loop through numbers 1 to 20. So I can say while x is less than 20, we want to print x. Okay, so we want to print x, and then obviously we want it to loop through 1 to 20, so we have to increment x each time it loops, right? So x plus 1, just like this. Okay, so now after I finish printing, I can print something here. I can say finished. Finished. Right, save this and run this. You see down here, so here I have to put an equal sign because I want to print with the 20. So run it again. Okay, so now it loops through 1 to 20, just like that. All right, so this is a loop. It just loops through. It's not an infinite loop. It loops through a given range of numbers. So let's say I want to show you a trick. If you want to print these from left to right. Right now it's printing from top to bottom. You can just put this and then you put an equal, and then you put quotation marks, an empty string, and you put a space. So run this. You see down here it says 1 to 20, and then it says finished. Okay, that's cool. So let's say I want to end this loop prematurely. Let's say when it hits 10, I want it to jump out of the loop, to end, to terminate. So I can actually put in a condition here and say if x is greater than 10. That means it's going to print up to 10. If it goes beyond 10, then I want to break out of the loop, right? I want to break out of this loop. So now before I break, I want to say breaking here. Save this. And now if I run this, you'll notice it goes from 1 to 10 and then it prints breaking because, I've instructed it to stop, once it reaches, 10, right? So if it reaches 10, 11 is now greater than 10. So this is going to stop. So the break statement is effected and then it jumps out of the loop and then it prints finished. Just like that. All right, so this is how you use the break statement. You use it inside a loop. That's number one. Number two is going to end your loop prematurely, like it did here. All right, so this is normally used in an infinite loop. So let me show you how you can actually implement this. All right, so in infinite loop, you normally use the while true capital T. Okay. While true, this is an infinite loop. Okay, so I can print something. Let's say looping. So what this does is it's just going to print looping until my laptop runs out of power, or if I run out of memory, or something happens. But then this is not what you want, right? You want to loop through something, and then when it hits a certain condition, you want to break out of that loop. So for now, I don't necessarily have a condition. Let's say I have an x here and I give it a value of 1. And so now I can then increment this x, like x plus 1. So now I can give a condition and say if x is equal to 50, we want to break. So now it's going to print this, looping 49 times, I think. And so, so if I save this and run this, you see it goes boom, bang. So this has been printed, 49 times. And then because of this statement, because it hits 50, now it breaks out of the loop. So this is an infinite loop. So if I did not have this condition, this will not stop, right? This will not stop. It will just go on and on. I will have to stop it manually, that's what I have to do. It will go on and on and on. Like I said, this becomes an infinite loop, right? So the break statement is a way to stop, an infinite loop. Okay, let's get back to the question and try and answer the question. How many numbers does this code print? So I is given a value of 5. I is our variable, and then it says while true, this is an infinite loop, print I, and then it reduces in the I by 1. Okay, so if I, then here they give a condition. If I is less than or equal to 2, it's gonna break. So from 5, it's gonna start with 5, and then it goes to 4, because we are minusing 1. We are subtracting 1 from 5, it goes to 4, and then goes to 3. And then when it hits 2, obviously, it's gonna break out. So 5 to 2, there's a 3 there. So it prints 3 numbers, and then it breaks out. Check it out. Boom, that's the correct answer. All right, so I want to thank you guys. I'll see you in our next video where we're going to look at what we call the continuous statement. All right. So for now, I think I'll have to go. See you in our next lesson. Bye-bye.